Welcome to Conversations with LaShawn. Today we're going to talk about understanding that everyone is not for you and accepting the people that are for you. I'm from Georgia, but I grew up as a little girl, this meek, not gonna say meek, I'm gonna say real passive little girl, thinking that everybody is supposed to be for you, everybody's supposed to love you, we love on each other, and we're supposed to be happy for one another. Oh God, that was me. I was just one of those people that just felt like, real tender-hearted, like everybody's supposed to be like this, and I had to grow up and realize that that's not true. Even had to understand about seasons. Seasons come, seasons go. People come, people go. That was a hard thing for me to grasp in my life because I love hard, and I had to understand over time. And of course, my heart got crushed so many times, which is typical, normal, but then I didn't understand it. But going through life and understanding, just growing and learning, and in the business world, church. That's another topic we talk about. That, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But anyway, family, friends, you just learn that everybody is not for you. You have to be okay that everybody's not for you, and that was just something I just couldn't grasp for a long time. Even as growing into a young woman, I had a hard time grasping that. Didn't really get it till I got about 40. Oh God, I know that's late, but I did get it, and I thank God that I got it with the help of Him, because I couldn't get through it on my own, because I didn't have the proper channels to navigate, how to get through, people, because I had a serious problem of people pleasing. And I thank God broke that too. But you have to be okay. If people don't want to be in your lives and people don't want to welcome you, you gotta be okay with that. You gotta move on. God has enough for everybody. There's enough for you. There's enough for the next person. I mean, there are people that are purposely here to love you through your flaws, through your mistakes, through everything. You have to be okay with that. And embrace, even when I went through my stage of trying to understand, why everybody wasn't happy or just not there for you, and you're there. You're trustworthy. You're that person. You're loyal. But it took me a long time to realize that, and I had to go through a lot of heartaches, a lot. In the midst of going through the heartaches, I got to a point in my life where I didn't trust anymore because the pain was so real. There were times I thought it was going to take me out. It was like a couple of times in my life. There were turns that happened in my life that I should have received it another way. That's why you got to be careful with your pain. You got to process pain the right way. If you don't process the pain the right way, you can end up changing into another person that you're not meant to be and what God didn't purpose for you to be. But I found my way through that. In the midst of it, I lost hope in people. I almost lost my faith in God. It was terrible. When it was time for me to walk through the healing, I went through a lot of mishaps walking through the healing, but I finally got it. But when it was time for me to embrace the new season of people that God was sending in my life, at first I had a hard time, little thing back in mind, like maybe not, maybe they'll hurt me, maybe we're gonna go through this again, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I should. And you just have to kind of discount those thoughts and put them to the back. And you got to just not wear everything on your sleeve and realize that, okay, stop putting your trust in people, put your trust in God. And if He put those people in your life, they're going to stay until the season is up. God's going to let you know. But other than that, you can't hold people hostage. If they want to go, let them go. Let them go, people. Please let them go. Even family, listen. Even family. I know we love our loved ones. We want to be there for them. We want to love them. But sometimes people kill themselves trying to love folks that ain't trying to love them. So keep that in mind. You'll know when it's time to let go. You can love, but you gotta let it go. Sometimes, depending on who you're dealing with, because they'll tear you down, and you won't be no good to nobody. And love yourself first. But I had to learn how to embrace a whole new set of people that God brought in my life, because you gotta always remember, after you go through the pain, you're not the person you were before. You're gonna be changed into a whole nother person, a whole nother being, and you gotta be okay with that. And the people that God bring in your life, they're gonna be in that same arena with you, that same mindset, walking through that season with you. There are some people that may come to your next season, but most people, they're gonna stay behind, because you can't take people with you. The people that are supposed to walk with you through your season, they'll understand as you progress. And always remember, the higher you go, people have to fall off. You can bring in new people. It don't mean you don't love them. It's just some people are not going to understand where God is taking you, understand the grace that God has in your life. You got to be okay with it. You truly got to be okay. So I had to learn. Just pulling out some of these points that I had to walk through. And it took me longer than I expected for it to happen. But today I'm okay with that. I can love you. I can dismiss you too at the same time. But you gotta be okay when people want to walk out your life. You gotta be okay when they just don't want to receive you. I mean, sometimes people can like you for no reason. You don't have to do anything to them. It can be just for no reason. But you gotta understand what's on your life. A lot of people ain't gonna like it. You don't have to do anything to them. You gotta be okay with that, and you got to tell yourself that's their problem. That's not your problem. That's something in their head. Don't take on that. Because when you go to taking on other people's images of how they look at you, you'll get in a situation where you'll succumb to it, and you'll find yourself not forgiving. And why would you put yourself out there? That's not your problem. That's their problem. Let them reap what they need to reap, and you do what you need to do, or whatever the situation. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't lose your peace trying to figure out. Stop figuring it out. Stop trying to figure it out. It's not for you to figure out. It's something going on. It's just, I mean, people have flaws. Maybe it's just something simple that they have an insecurity of. Just pray for them, you know. Even if they don't receive the prayer, it's okay. You got to be okay with people not receiving you. I don't care who you are. You can be on the highest pedestal or in leadership, in politics, whatever. Everything will like you. You gotta be okay with that. It's fine. But this is really my introduction video today. And I know I didn't say that in the beginning, but I'm gonna have topics on health, wellness, spiritual, of course, God, number one, business, family. A lot of that. And a lot of inspiration and motivation, and you know, there'll be times where I'll need you guys' input on, you know, what do y'all want to talk about? What are some of your likes, some of y'all likes, or whatever. I just want to be just authentic over here, and basically just coming to just put out some things that we need to talk about everyday things people go through. I'm excited to see what we do over here. I'm excited to see how things go, what the future may bring. Like I said, let people go if you need to let them go. Be okay with people walking out your life. And for women or men that are in relationships and these relationships are not working out, and the other person want to go, let them go. Sometimes you'll save yourself a heartache. Let it go. Don't try to hold on to people that don't want to love you. Now, that is the craziest thing. Why would you want to hold on to someone who don't want to love you? If you sit and think about that thing, you'll understand that I gotta be crazy to be sitting here trying to love somebody who don't love me. Let it go. Let it go, and stop wasting time for the man or woman of God that God's trying to send in your life. Just sit back and let things flow. And if you got a problem with you going from relationship to relationship, learn how to sit back and love yourself. Love yourself. Stop worrying about why he didn't do this and why he didn't stay and why he didn't. Love yourself. Don't worry about it. Let it go. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to pick God come in and pick you back up. Walk through the proper channels, the right way, the processes, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. And until next time, you guys stay strong and stay safe out there. Bye.